matchups we always get.
Oh, B.A., we've seen some Christmas classics over the years, haven't we? Something about playing on this holiday brings out the best in players and teams.
Now, here is James. Outside Vanderbilt. James, a screen on Butler. Vanderbilt, a pass to James. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Vanderbilt. And with New Year's fast approaching, let's see our power rankings for an idea of how everyone's year is looking. You look at the Thunder, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where Los Angeles is, they've exceeded expectations, and that's still putting it lightly. They're playing fantastic ball and are very dangerous.
Curry drives in, and he buries his first look.
Certainly not the biggest guy on the floor, but Curry has plenty of grit and determination behind his drive.
Here's James. Sinks that one from the post.
That's his game, attacking the rack with a purpose.
Now Curry, a dangerous offensive player. His scoring average stands at almost 30 a game. James against Hield. The shot, no good. First quarter, just over a minute played. Curry against James. Green, the pass to Hield. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Hield came into the league now with a very solid three-point shot, and he's only gotten better.
You know, to be a high-volume shooter like Buddy Hield, you have to have a lot of self-confidence, Clark.
Well, not just self-confidence, B.A. You better have the ability to knock down shots, and Buddy Hield has that in spades. He can get it done from any direction he needs to, going right, going left, off the catch. He can dribble into the three on occasion. That shot he's got is pure.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Now here's Butler. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Shot clock at 6. From about 19. And it's Green missing. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. James double teamed. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. Warriors with the rebound. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
They'll be looking for payback after grabbing the short straw in the season series last year.
Yeah, and 2 mid-tier teams trying to get a leg up in the conference, guys. We'll see what happens.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And it's Green with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Payton, no good. The Lakers trail. Pass to James. Doncic outside. Back to James. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
This is goes to Luka Doncic.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He spoke about LeBron James' ability to completely control the game. They want to set the pace for themselves and make LeBron and his guys play catch-up. Coach said we have to play our brand of basketball and not worry about who's on the other side. Play our game, set the pace, and we should be all right. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Connects checked in for the Lakers. No one covering. Butler's got 5 points.
Butler stroking it nicely. Good touch from outside the arc.
Lakers trail by 3. James deciding where to go with it. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And it's Connect with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons, and the sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach, but the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, thank you. Now here's Doncic. Last game he had 34 points. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Luka, combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Doncic against Curry. Pass to Butler. Outside Payton. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. All right, let's have a look at the leaderboard to see which team scored the most points off turnovers this past month. In the third spot, the Warriors.
These guys have been showing great anticipation defensively, and then they've been converting mistakes into points at the other end.
Doncic with it, defended by Podziemski. Looney grabs a miss. Butler against James. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Kuminga. The jump hook. Uses the glass to drop it in.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
James inside. Butler covering. Doncic passes to James. Back to Doncic. No good from outside. The Warriors leading. Here's Moody. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Austin Reeves picks one up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Lakers trail by 3. James outside. Doncic on the wing from outside the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Doncic has got 5 now.
Doncic always ready to let it fly once he catches it.
And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Now here's Podziemski. He's covered by Reeves. And a deep 3 from Curry. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The 3 from Curry connects from downtown. He's got 5. a tie game in the Bay Area. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And welcome back, one and all, for more NBA Christmas Day action. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moses Moody out there with Kuminga. And it's Looney in at the center position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Here's James. And it's James inside.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Clark, what's incredible about LeBron, he makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing. How he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. James. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
Curry against Doncic. Here's Kuminga. Ooh, Kuminga, so deadly at the rim.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Here's James. And here's Doncic outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists in the game. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Moody. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Curry. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Working that in-between area. Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
Here's James. LeBron James with the flush.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
So it's the Warriors now. And here's Curry. 32 points for him last game against Indiana. Hayes against Green. Pass to Hield. Off target from 3-point range.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Oh, that's just classic LeBron right there. He has a head of steam, onto the rim, and a strong finish. Woo!
And here's Kuminga. Not going to go that time. Doncic outside. Puts up a 3. James can't get it to go.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Throws it up high. Kuminga's shot is off.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
James can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 7. Here's Green. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Doncic outside. Doncic throwing his weight around.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
And Kuminga throws it down.
Just a big play at this juncture of the game. Second chance points could be the key for them.
Impressive effort right there. That's what they need to mount a comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Taking what the defense gives them, guys. I mean, the mid-range shot is available, and they're knocking it down from there. I love it.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Butler's checked in for Kuminga, and Payton is subbed in for Stephen Curry. Both free throws good from James.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special, special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
And here's Butler outside. Boom! 3 for Jimmy.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Here's James. Doncic finds Hayes. Doncic outside. Back to James. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's foul number 2 for him.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
Kuminga, he's checked in for Pajemski. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside. And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
And Butler was a raw offensive prospect early on. Now he's a wrecking ball on this end.
The Lakers in the lead. 1:21 left in the first half. James passes to Doncic. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got his 5th assist in this one.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Here's Butler, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
And he gets the bucket.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Warriors trail by 5. And he's going for the lob. Wow, Kuminga playing way above the rim.
Smooth passing that time. Butler doing his best to keep everybody involved and in sync.
James against Butler. James passes to Doncic. Offline with a 3.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Oh, Luka, like a bull in there.
Nice work from Doncic, doing a good job finding a way to get it done inside.
Here's Butler, and the layup is good. Butler's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
some really interesting names here. So many great shooters in the league. That said, I know who I would pick. Shaq?
And now, guys, let's talk about these Warriors and this close game they find themselves in.
The bench has stepped up to where I could see it.
And that's a wrap on half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often. But in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
And so in the game for the Lakers, we've got Austin Reeves. Jackson Hayes is out there with James. Then it's Luka Doncic, and it's Connect in at the small forward position.
No hesitation, even from deep, deep range. Hield is a solid shooter.
Doncic outside. James, a screen on Curry. Doncic, no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Butler against James. Hield from outside. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Now it's a three-point Warrior lead.
A very efficient range shooter. You expect Hield to take these shots.
James, left side. Kicks it to Doncic. James, a screen on Curry. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, here's Doncic. That misses. He's 7 for 14 on the night. Outside Payton. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Butler's got space. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Butler's got 18.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Butler against James. Pass to Connect. Back to James. Will it go? No good there. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I don't mind turnovers that result from trying to make an extra pass. It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles, we have so many playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Payton passes to Curry. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
But Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons. Before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Butler with the ball. Picked up by James. Outside Payton. Green, a screen. And the Warriors miss again. Lakers trail by 3. James, outside. with the slam.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
Impressive. Looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Butler. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Gets good position inside. May have rushed it just a little.
Pass to Doncic. With some arc. Oh, look at Luka. Taking the contact and finishing strong.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Here's Curry. He's got 7. Outside heel. Three-pointer. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
So often, LeBron in the lane results in a foul.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Kuminga's checked in.
Keep somebody on Butler. If you lose track of him, he'll nail shots like that.
Here's James. And the layup is good off the glass. James has got 30.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Green finds Butler. Outside heel. The 3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
And it's Doncic missing.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Here's James. Superb transition play from LeBron.
Outstanding play by Doncic to come up with that steal. His impact, his fingerprints, as a matter of fact, on every part of this game.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special, and the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability. I don't think you can get too physical with Butler because he's so smart and clever in how he gets into the defender to draw the foul.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Doncic outside. Screen by James. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Butler. Here's James. The Warriors pull it in. 29 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Kuminga. And Reeves pulls it down. Lakers trail by 4. And here's Doncic outside. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got assist number 8 here already in the game. Here's Butler over James. Moody from outside. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got 9 rebounds now. Here's Doncic. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. The Warriors on. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with Moody, and it's Looney in at the 5 spot. That's the Warriors 5.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Good work there as it goes. And the Warriors lead by 3.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
James with the ball. Kuminga defends. The shot by James, no good. The Warriors shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Fires the 3. And that one's good. Kuminga for 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
James passes to Doncic. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Luka Magic has been on display tonight. He is in full control, piling up the points.
Here's Curry. Second shot opportunity. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And the balance Curry possesses is unique. Impressive at staying in control even when he gets fouled.
Fields checked in for Moody. James against Kuminga. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga. Brad, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
They're missing the chance to trim the lead by leaving points at the line. Got to knock down those free throws, especially when you're trying to come back from a deficit.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Guys, I'll tell you what, just really enjoyable watching LeBron still do his thing. I mean, we're witnessing extended greatness.
He hits the second from the line. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, B.A. I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Doncic against Hield. For 3. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got his 6th rebound on the night. Takes a step back. Doncic outside. Over Hield. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
Outside Hield. Launches it. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
To the inside. Connect. It's rebounded by Golden State. Looney's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Hield. Looney, a screen on Doncic. Hield from outside. Sinks the tray. And it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
Looks like he's shooting with a lot more confidence here in the second half.
James, a screen on Curry. From deep, here's Doncic. Fires in the triple. Doncic has got 12 points here in the second half.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks.
Looney with the ball. Hayes picks him up. Hield for 3. LeBron with the rebound. James has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Doncic on the wing. He's covered by Curry. Back to James. Pass to Doncic. Here's the three. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Podziemski. Hield with the ball. And here's Podziemski. 6 to shoot. The three from Curry. James with the rebound. Lakers trail by 6. Back to Doncic. Out to James. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Kevon Looney picks one up.
Hey, you have to have pity for the defense right there. I mean, LeBron is an absolute load down low.
And the Warriors make some changes. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. And Payton is subbed in for Podziemski. Both free throws good from James.
He knows just how important these shots are, and he makes them count.
Curry passes to Butler. Hield for 3. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Butler's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Here's Green. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Now, here is James. There's 1:34 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Reeves outside. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Hield. Pass to Green. Over Reeves. And here's Butler outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
Yeah, pretty dependable from the corner 3 spot. Butler only fires those threes he feels comfortable taking.
Butler against James. It's stolen by Curry.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Warriors.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score it like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
Man, this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward. He might not have made them all, but I tell you what, he made enough of them to put this one out of reach.
Here's Spencer. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Kuminga throws it down.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Nails it from 3.
Knowing exactly where his guys are at all times. That's a nice dime from the King.
Los Angeles foul. LeBron James. Fifth personal foul.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up by 9. Butler hits them both.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, BA. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jimmy, you had it going. How big did that hoop look tonight?
It looked pretty big. That's what I pride myself on. My teammates kept giving me the ball even when I didn't want the ball, telling me to score, be aggressive. When you got teammates like that, your confidence is through the roof.
They know who their leader is, no doubt about it. Congrats on the win.
Allie, thank you as always. thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And now, time for our player of the game, Buddy Hield.